Happy Tuesday. It is Coach Tiffany Parra coming to you with Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine. We are taking center stage today on the What Own It publishing platform. Today we have an amazing author that we are going to spotlight. I'm going to go ahead and bring him on in. Good morning, Mr. Jamar Henry. How are you today?
Healthy rising. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Good, good. Well, welcome to the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Authors Network Spotlight. I'm so excited to have you on. Everybody, I met Jamar. Everybody, I'm into the health and wellness. He is also a certified personal trainer as well. So we met out there, got a chance to network and just really get to know each other. And he is a self-published author. He is a four-time self-published author with another one on the way. And this guy right here has just got a lot of great stuff going on. So we're just going to go ahead and get to it. So, Jamar, just tell our audience just a little bit about yourself, just kind of where you're from.
Well, I'm originally from Chicago, born and raised. I moved out to Cali like 4 or 5 years ago to really pursue my writing dream. So I've been out in Orange County, Southern California for the last 4 or 5 years. But came from Chicago to Midwest and enjoying this good weather out here for inspiration.
Chi-Town, I got family out there. So what's up to all the family out in Chicago? So let's talk. So we've got your book here, Black Ballerina, a Gothic Love Story. So where did you come up with the story line for Black Ballerina?
Well, as a writer, you always look for inspiration. You find it in the strangest places. So a friend of mine came to me. I write books. He's like, "You should write a book on identity theft." So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna take that element." And then I was looking at TV and I seen like the socialites, the Paris Hiltons and stuff on TV. And then I said, "Okay, I'm gonna take that element and I'm gonna mix it into a love story." And so that's why I came up with Black Ballerina. It's a Gothic love story because it has a twist at the end and shows you how love is always tested.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So you got your main character Keisha and Ty. Those are the characters there. So what makes their story so original?
Well,
What makes people just want to run to it?
first of all, it makes it original because it's a flip of the story. Keisha becomes the bad guy and Ty becomes the good guy. The good guy, and she's like more of the leader, but she's into the streets and he's trying to make further his career in the NBA and she gets him in trouble. So she end up in jail. So now it's a female in jail while the male is out. So they got that type of push-pull relationship that makes it different from any other type of love story you've seen.
Oh, okay. That is kind of different because you always see on the different movies and stuff. It's always the same story, right? You got the guy in jail, the woman out. So it's I like that. I really like the twist there. So,
Yeah,
and I just started the book, so it's very interesting, and I'm looking forward to finishing it. So I know you do have another Black Ballerina out as well, part two.
correct.
So what can people expect from part two?
Part two, you can expect to be more fast paced. It's fast paced and because the thriller it's a thriller now. It's not just a love story, it's a thriller. It's an action. They on the run and it basically also slows it down with their background of their love story. So with that, the story keeps flowing and it gets you more connected to who they was before you met them and gets you more connected and then you understand why they on the run and why they're going through what they're going through.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to finishing this one and getting on to the next one. That's for sure. So now, look, you are an entrepreneur. You're a personal trainer. You also have your publication, company that's up and growing as well. It's a lot. You're a writer. How do you seem to juggle it all? Like, what does self care look like for Jamar Henry?
Right. It's each one of them build on top of each other basically. Like the personal trainer is a good way of getting out here and giving me a foundation, getting me out here to meet people because I didn't know nobody in California. So being a personal trainer and sharing health tips, you get to meet some good people. And I've been a personal trainer for a long time, over decades. And as a writer, it connects because now you begun to um, put in data for your workouts. You start formulating a book. So I came up with the 4 season workout journal, which is teaches you how to change your diet and your workout with the seasons where you're in tune. It throws in meditation, yoga, heavy weights, everything, so you can balance your body out. Because if you keep doing one thing, you're not gonna get the balance out of it. So you got to balance your cardio with your heavy and your light, and you got to know what seasons is the best that you can get the best out of it, and how to change your diet with those seasons.
Because it is kind of true. When it gets a little cold, people tend to gain a little bit of weight, right?
Yeah, you need that iron in your blood because your body need to be heated, and that's a good time to lift heavy weights. You know,
Oh, that's interesting. Okay,
for
okay,
every season
good.
your diet changes. In the summer, you should give up the meat. Just go vegetarian fruit. Give your body a chance to break it. Relax your digestive system to relax for those summer because it's hot. Your body really don't need all that iron and meat anyway. If you're not a full vegetarian anyway, but if you would like to change and put the vegetarian, a good way to start is like through the summer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back to Mr. Jamar Henry, and we're going to talk a little bit about the writing process with him. So we will be right back. And we are back. Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, Authors Network Spotlight with Mr. Jamar Henry, and we are talking about Black Ballerina today. So, Jamar, excuse me, where do you see the Black Ballerina series going? I mean, it's so exciting. So, where do you see it heading?
I mean, I see it wherever I see other people's stuff here on Netflix, on TV, for everybody can see the visual of it and get the message in it because everything I write has substance. So that's the whole point, to get somebody to think, because it's just not a love story. Everything got substance in it, and it deals with social issues as we're dealing with them today on a not a one-sided track mind, but a broadened side track mind where you can see it from both angles, so we can get an understanding. So everything I write, it's got a good substance. So I definitely would like to see it on a bigger platform. That's on a movie screen.
Okay, okay. Well, I know our commercial there, Mupo Entertainment. I'm sure they would love to hear a little bit more from you as well. So shout out to Michelle Mupo, and I'll definitely be connecting you with Michelle and see if we can make that happen and get this turned into a movie.
Yes.
So let's talk about the writing process. I mean, it can be tough, getting your thoughts down and getting all that down. So what is your particular, specific writing process?
Yeah. People ask me, it's all about timing. Like you just got to put that hour in anyway, even if you just sitting there with the pen in your hand or just sitting at the computer, just to have that discipline to make you sit there for an hour. And if you get some thoughts, you put them down. If you don't, come back tomorrow. But my writing style, I started off just writing. My first book, I didn't have no objective. I didn't have nothing. I didn't see no ending. By the time I was done with it, it was 3 books. So, so I didn't have. So I begun to make me a system, like write a book before I write the book. So I would come up with like a chart. It's like a heartbeat chart.
Mhm.
You're gonna show your scenes as they go up and down, and you label them. Every scene should have a meaning to it. So you should just write down what the scene mean, why you want the scene, where it's at. Just describe the scene in a short paragraph and how you would like to start the scene. You just put them, box them up, and then you write your story because it's already finished now. Once you didn't finish your heartbeat,
Wow, I
so
like
I
that.
do a little system like that. And so all my books are written before I even write them.
Wow.
All I
That's
got to
gonna
do is fill
really
in my
make the
all I got
process.
to do is fill in my little paragraph. It's gonna direct me. All I got to do is fill it in, and it's done.
I love that process. That's really awesome. So, what made you start writing?
Well, as a kid, I was the only child till I was like 15. So I used to stay in the house. So I always had an imagination. My GI Joes became movie actors. They wasn't GI Joes. They was actors. We was making zombie movies, making Dracula. We was making whatever movies we was making. So I always had an imagination. And come to find out, my grandfather was a writer. My father was a writer, but they never published anything. So I was the
Hmm.
first to publish something. So
Wow.
I just grabbed my inspiration from that. And one day I was reading a book and I was like, wow, I can do this. And then I never stopped writing since. I've been writing like
Wow.
15 years. Yeah,
That's amazing. And it's in your blood too. So that's just wow. That's awesome.
yeah.
So when how do you feel your writing has grown over this last 17 years?
Well, I feel my writing has grown because I made the process easier as my system. It makes it more easier and, and makes it more clear for me to see it. And so I don't have a bunch of gook in there or stuff that don't make no sense. Stuff that I just want just to say. So it narrows it down. And so a lot of my writing, like I said, my first book was 3 books. My system helps me now to structure a book. If I want to write 7 books, I can structure it that way, you know. So my writing style has changed of growth because of my system.
Mhm. Now, how has the self-publishing like part gone for you? How has, just navigating through self-publication, how has that process been for you?
Well, I mean, I had all my books on paper, so I had to put them in the computer, and I had to figure it out. I mean, I wasn't watching no documentaries or nothing. You know, I used Amazon, but the process is pretty much easy. Once you put it on you get your book printed. Now, going out there and selling it, that's the part that you got to really be. You got to find your market and you got to target them. To me, I wanted to get my catalog out. I wanted to get me a catalog, at least 4 or 5 books before I even started to pressure the marketing game because I was already making my marketing company. But when I came, I wanted to make sure you knew that this guy had something that's different and he had multiple things. So I wanted to build my catalog game up. So, like I said, marketing is the big thing in self-publishing. You don't have no big machine. You are the machine, which is a good thing.
Okay,
And nothing like your energy.
that is right. That's true.
You are the energy, whatever you get out there and do.
So tell us a little bit about evolution-minded publications.
Well, evolution, because of my vast imagination, I write in every genre. Like I write a love story, thriller. I write a good heartwarming story like Ava Song. Then I write a book called Hell's Night, which is about zombies. Then I write my autobiography, which is next, which is called Revolving Doors. Then I hit you with an action book, and just evolution minded publications. That's what it is. It's the evolution of your mind, constantly writing in every different genre and not being boxed in one. Like, and you can cross them. Just put out a good story because life has all the genres in it. You know, your life has suspense, thriller, horror. Everything is in your life. So I don't think one book should just be placed in one genre. So that's what I do.
So writing in different genres like that, they're like, where do you like where do you get the imagination to just be able to do that? Where does that come from?
Well,
Because
I know
Ava's story, right? A
it's
children's story. And then Black Ballerina, which is, pretty rough, right? And then you've got the zombies, which is, I mean, yeah, it's I mean, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I don't think it's a talent. It's more like a gift. It's God given gift, you know. And this is the way I can put that substance in all different genres, like in front of everybody, not just one group market of people. So everything I learned in life, I know I can put it in front of a larger crowd than just one genre.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So what's next for evolution minded publications?
Well, it's my little short autobiography on. It's built on inspiration and my thoughts on life. It's not really autobiography. It just talks about one day of my life. It goes through the motion of one days of my life, and I reflect. But I really talk about my thoughts, how they changed. It's called Revolving Doors. you know, and it just talks about what I think about life in general, love, everything. I'm covering every subject on a track, you know, and it's a good inspirational story.
Yeah, I think you're an inspiration, really, Jamar. Just again, getting to know you and just kind of learning. I can't write in a bunch of different genres. I'm kind of stuck in just the same genre that I'm in, and I don't know if I could actually bounce. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know if I have the imagination. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut to one more quick commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with Jamar Henry. And we are back. Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, Authors Network Spotlight with Jamar Henry, four-time self-published author. So, Jamar, how do you describe your writing style? Again, it's kind of, I mean, because you're all over the place. So, how do you describe your writing style?
Um, it's built with imagination, but with a hint of realness and substance. Like I said, I always add something in there. If it's a horror story, I'm gonna put some social issues in there, or something about that's deeper than the story. It's gonna be something that's we dealing with. Like everything's got to have some substance in it. So with my imagination, that is crazy that I can write about kings and queens and space invaders and everything, but I can always put that realness in it that I grew up in, so I can add that to it, and I take the characters that I know of, and I can just form them and put them in different places without making it seem too unreal, but make it seem like it's real. So
Okay.
that's basically what it is. It's just like a recipe.
Yeah,
You know?
it's a nice recipe, is what it is. So, now, what would you say would be the biggest challenge that you've hit? Just with being an author.
Well, basically, what we all do, time. Like it's not enough time in the day. You know, you gotta balance a lot of things. You know, in life, you gotta balance your health. You gotta balance your work. You know, you got to earn an income. You got to balance your lifestyle, the things you're going in, your relationships, you know, everything. You got to balance that. And then you got to get right in, and you got to be able to get out there and put it in front of people and make them believe in you. That's the whole thing, is believing in you. And I leave that to God. You know, the believing you part is up to God to me. As long as I do my part, much as I can, I give myself 100%. That's all I can ask for.
Right.
You know,
Right.
anything short, 99%, I know I deserve one more percent, because this is for me. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
basically it's just the biggest obstacle is what you don't have no control over, and you just got to let God handle it. You got to do your part. So at the end of the day, ain't none. God gonna
Yeah.
remove every obstacle for you when it's time.
Right. That's right. That's right. And it's always in His time, right? We always trying to push the button, right? It's
Yeah,
supposed to
we'll
happen
mess
right
it up.
after us.
If it was that case, we'd mess it up every time. We gotta
That's
let it be God's time. We mess it up every time. You
right.
hurry up, angels. We ain't even ready. Ain't even got our stuff ready to go. We pushing the
Right,
button.
right.
So you just
Look,
gotta be nice.
we coming at it. We got a bunch of papers in our hand talking about we got a book, right?
Be ready.
Let's go put it out there.
Do
He's
your
like,
part. Give yourself 100% in the things you're doing in life, man. Take care of
right.
yourself.
Yes, yes. So, what's just a little word of advice that you could give to some authors that are, just really trying to maybe get out there? Maybe they kind of got a book in mind and they're thinking about it. What's maybe just a little bit of advice that you can give to some of the
I
up
mean,
and
the
coming
best
authors?
advice I can give is positive. Like positive energy beats negative energy every day. So any negative thoughts in your head, combat it with my positive energy. You are the energy. Ain't nothing stopping you from writing. Like You just got to conjure up that positiveness in your mind and create. Like nothing's really stopping you. Like we can say excuses, blaming, and complaining. You get nowhere in life with that. So change your mindset. Stay positive. Whatever gonna happen, gonna happen. Don't give up. Just do your part. Do your part to the max. You want to write a book, write it then. Don't worry about if it's gonna sell. Don't worry about if nobody gonna like it. Do your part and that's all you can ask for. Do your
And
part in life.
how would you tell them to be a little more positive? Because I know sometimes, especially in the climate that we're in today, right? Sometimes it's just very hard to be positive. So, how would you
Well,
tell
yeah.
someone just
In
to
the,
just
in the world, it's negative and it's positive. It's an even balance of it. It's no more than the other, you know. But you learn from negative. Negative where you get your lessons from, like I say, and positive is where you create and stay moving forward. Like to be able to accomplish your goals, you you really gotta schedule your life,
yeah,
schedule your time. You gotta use every second. You don't get no refunds on life or time. So every
no,
time you got to use it, you got to use it. I mean, it's like I say, the positivity is in you. Like you got that switch. You can
yeah,
either turn it on or off. That's your choice. That's your freedom in life. That's your free will. That is your free will. How you return energy. It's either gonna be positive or it's negative. You're gonna either gonna attract negative energy or you're gonna attract positive energy.
that's
So
right.
if you want to write that book, it's gotta come from you. You can't be worried about no other things stopping you. Like only you stopping you at the end of the day. Only you stopping you. So when you want to stop stopping yourself, change your thoughts.
That's right.
Give yourself
Stop
some
stopping
positive energy.
yourself. I like that. Stop stopping yourself. Okay. And I know it's so true. Put it, whatever energy you put out there is the energy that you're going to get back, right? You put the positive out there, you're going to get the positive back. You put the negative out there. That's like if you wake up in the morning, you stub your toe, right?
Yeah.
Either you're going to stub your toe and you're going to shake it off. Oh, well,
You're
I
gonna be,
stubbed my toe, I'm okay. Or you're going to stub your toe and it's just going to ruin the whole day. Oh, dang it, I stubbed my toe. Oh, the whole day is just going to be crappy. And it is going to be crappy.
you're gonna be road rage, you're gonna be honking, you're gonna be every little thing gonna be an edge to you.
It's
So
right.
yes, we are gonna be introduced to negative energy. It's gonna come. But it
Yeah.
depends on how you deal with it. Now, if you get some negative energy, some positive energy, I guarantee you're gonna keep attracting positive energy. But if you
Yeah.
get some negative energy, some negative attention, you're gonna get a whole lot of negative attention gonna come your way. That person negative right now. Let's get over there. Let's
Yep.
get over there in a hurry. And sometimes, I mean, that's how it is. That's the test of life. Like positive and negative is the test of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Definitely. So, what's some words of encouragement or just a message, words of wisdom that you can give to our audience today before we close?
Well, we always gonna keep it on that positive, negative attitude because that's what it all is about to me, man. Like getting up every day and just dealing with everything in life with a positive attitude. Life is very great. I mean, sometimes you got to get. I know you get down, but at the end of the day, you got to shake it off. You got to keep moving. So encouragement, wake up, healthy rising, get on with your day, stick to your schedule, get as much production you can, and have a good heart.
Awesome. Love
Have a
it.
good
Well,
heart. I always get you through.
that's right. Have a great heart, everybody. So, look, to connect with Jamar or purchase any of the four books as well as the fifth one that's on the way, you can reach him. We actually have it going in the ticker down here. It is going to be evolutionmindedpublications.com. So definitely get over there, grab you a copy of Black Ballerina, also Black Ballerina Part 2. You can also grab, what is it, Hell's Night, which is the zombie one as well. And then you've got Ava's song as well. And Ava's song, I've got the audiobook and it is amazing, y'all, especially for the holidays. So you want a book that is just really awesome for the kids for the holiday, or even just for anybody for the holiday. It's got that Disney feel to it. You definitely want to go ahead and go over there and grab that one as well. So Jamar, I want to thank you so much today for joining me for just, I just want to thank you for just the whole connection. I mean, you're
Yeah.
here locally with me. So, we're going to do some things with these books. I love getting local authors out there. So you're going to see Jamar out there, anybody out there in the IE We've got the SoCal Connect we're live in right now as well. So SoCal Connect, definitely let's support this brother right here, Jamar Henry. He is in the IE as well. So we definitely want to make sure that we get his books out there. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us today for our Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Authors Network Spotlight with Mr. Jamar Henry. And you're definitely going to see much more of him because I want to have him back on to talk a little bit about his training. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Jamar. And we will see you soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.